So one day I was just browsing around on the Steam marketplace like any idiot without a life would do, and I noticed a whole lot of Pac Man games were on sale. I was browsing around and buying some nice games for a steep discount. And that's when I noticed it. Sitting there was the game that I had played before and had completely forgotten about. Pac Man 256. I remember playing the game years ago on my phone, and so I was thinking about buying it to refresh my mind again. I purchased the game, waited for it to install, and fired it up. So what is Pac Man 256 all about? What's the gameplay? How does it sound? Who made it? Let's find out those questions and more in this video. Alright, so Pac Man 256 is a Pac Man endless runner made by Hipster Will and 3 Sprockets, and published by Bandai Namco. The game was released on iOS and Android on August 20th, 2015, and later they released an enhanced port on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC, with additional features on June 21st, 2016. The game is in the endless runner genre of games and is based off a glitch in the original arcade game where if you manage to get to level 256, the whole game would be taken over by a glitchy mess, and the farther you'd go, the more it would start to look like a letter written by a 5-year-old. The game is played on a regular Pac Man maze, but it just never ends going up vertically. You definitely have to keep up the pace, because the 256 glitch keeps on moving up in the maze, and if it catches up to you, you're done for. Another cool feature is the power-ups in the game, with stuff like a bomb, becoming a giant Pac Man, and a freaking laser beam. There are a couple different ghosts in this game. You have the regular blue, red and orange ghosts that just chase you around the maze and don't do much else. You have the grey sleeping ghost that when you go near them, wake up and chase you down. And you have the pink ghost. These are both really annoying because at the end of each corridor it stops real quick to check if it can still see you. And if it can't, it stops following. But when it sees you, it chases you down, and it's faster than you. So if you're on a really long path, it gets really hard to escape it. But the best strategy to get away from them is just to take as many corners as possible. You have these little ghost trains that are made of like 3 to 4 ghosts and aren't really ever in the way, and they're always on the same path, so they're usually the easiest ghosts to avoid. And new to this game is the glitch ghost. He can teleport at random to a part of the map and chases the player down. But when you grab a power pellet, he likes to teleport away from you, so he is particularly hard to catch. Now this game, as stated before, was originally a mobile phone game that was later ported to consoles and PC. And sadly, the ports to consoles and PC are exactly what you would expect. A phone game. With power-ups that you can upgrade with in-game currency, but you have to either play a shit ton if you want to upgrade a power-up to the max, or you can wait 24 hours to get a free chest with some coins. And the gameplay also becomes very samey after a short while. Perfect for just a quick 5 minutes on your phone, but not very nice when you sit down to actually play a game. Now the game isn't bad, not at all. It's a lot of fun in my opinion. It just gets very stale very quickly. A nice thing is that in the console version, there are 0 in-game microtransactions. You can't buy in-game currency with real money, and there are 0 ads in the console versions. But the console versions actually cost money, whereas the mobile phone version is free. And in the mobile phone version, you have a couple maze themes that you have to buy, but they're free in the console versions. And in the mobile phone version, you can also buy a coin doubler for $4.99. And in the console versions, this just doesn't even exist. I would say that the version on consoles and PC is the better game, but playing it on mobile is just, in my opinion, a much more enjoyable experience. Now, as I stated before, the game also has a couple different themed mazes, with stuff like the classic Pac Man look, a Crossy Road skin, go-karts, Pac-Mania, a version where the ghosts are arcade cabinets for some reason, and my favorite, the Pac Man Championship Edition DX skin. There are a lot more themes that you can see by the footage that's probably on screen right now. And there's also a shuffle mode where it changes the theme every other game. I like the inclusion of these themes because it makes it look very varied, but sadly the sound does not change. And one thing that I despise about the sound is that with every Pac Dot you collect, the sound of eating it pitches up slightly. and at around the 100 or so pack dots, the sound gets very harsh on your ears and becomes wildly uncomfortable. Alright, now that is all that I have to say about Pac Man 256. I think it's a very interesting game and would definitely suggest that you check out the version on the App/Play Store. And if you really like the game, I suggest buying the enhanced port on consoles and PC. But if you've never played it, please just download the phone version first. It's free, and this is one of those very hit or miss games in my opinion. Alright, thank you for watching my video and welcome to the unscripted end card again. I'm gonna do this unscripted always because I like doing stuff unscripted. It's a lot easier. I talk a lot easier unscripted, I think. Yeah, I don't talk good in general right now. It's bad. I'm not used to talking in videos, but I think that unscripted and just letting my mind loose, I talk a lot better. But thank you for watching my video anyways. And I'd like to see you in the next one. Houdoe!